Hey, today we're going to talk about, is crowdfunding for nonprofits successful? Does it even work? I'll tell you my answer when we come back. Hey, this is Dr. Letitia Wright, and you're listening to the Get Crowdfunded Now podcast. This podcast is for anybody who's interested in crowdfunding. You want to learn about raising money for your business, investing, or even how to raise money for a charity using crowdfunding. I'm your host, Dr. Letitia Wright, America's crowdfunding strategist and a crowdfunding expert that's actually been there, done that, and got the money. Thanks for hanging with us. Here's today's podcast. Thank you so much for listening. We are growing on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, and everywhere that you can find, and Stitcher. You guys are really growing too. Everywhere that you can find this podcast. If you're on iTunes, please take a moment to give us a rating. That's when you click the 5 stars, and a review. If you write a couple of sentences about how this podcast helps you, it actually helps other people find the podcast, and that's how we grow. And also, of course, you guys sharing it with your families and friends. So I really appreciate you taking a moment to do that. And you guys can also find some great information over at getcrowdfundednow.com if you're looking for what's going on, or getcrowdfundednow.com/events for my next speaking events. All right, does crowdfunding even work, people? Does it work for nonprofits? That's my kind of theme, because I've been talking to a lot of nonprofits. They just have been coming across my path lately. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. Yes, my answer is yes. My answer is yes, it does work. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons why right after this. Okay, here's the 3 reasons why. Here's the 3 reasons why crowdfunding absolutely does work. Not because I'm just trying to get you to crowdfund. Here's the thing. If you don't want to crowdfund, don't do it. I mean, crowdfunding is definitely some work. It's not you put it up on GoFundMe and just sit there and wait for people to just fill up, magically come and start giving you money. That's the way the commercials make it look. They speed it up. They speed up the process, so they show people, this is how the commercial looks. The people put it up on the computer, and then they wait. Ding, 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 ding. All the money comes in. Yay, they're winners. That's a speeded up, not real fantasy thing that you totally expect to happen, and that is not how it happens at all. How it really happens for nonprofits is that you still have to drive the traffic, and that's what's all the particulars about crowdfunding. Is the way we get people to give is quite different than how it would be in a normal, quote unquote normal, or a different kind of a different kind of fundraising activity. It's very different. And what happens is that people try to crowdfund, but they're kind of doing the same old stuff that they're always doing. So crowdfunding absolutely works for nonprofits, and I'll tell you why. It works for nonprofits, and it's really good for nonprofit organizations because it creates repeat clients. It's such a good experience, and it's so cool that people who gave will come back and give again. You can come back to these people because they're more closely enmeshed with you and your organization. It's a tighter commitment. It's a tighter relationship. They get a better understanding of your story. They get a better understanding of exactly what's happening, and it just is much tighter, and it's a good feeling for them. They're happy. They become repeat givers, and that's what you want in a nonprofit. If you guys are new to the nonprofit world, you definitely want a repeat. You need a repeat giver. Another reason why, yes, I say it's successful, it's good, it works, is that you can be really creative. You can be really creative in that you're not doing the same old campaign as everything else. I get really nervous when I hear people going, we want to do a campaign and we want it to go viral like the ice bucket. And it's like the ice bucket was 5 years ago? The ice bucket was a while ago. If you're looking at a campaign that happened a long time ago and you're trying to replicate that, you really are not doing anything new and interesting. crowdfunding is so creative. It really allows you to kind of create anything you want, but yet still be completely relevant to the people that give you money and care about your cause. So you don't have to really get this cookie cutter, hi, here's your cookie cutter program, here's your same old program, do the same old thing that everybody's been doing, go do, you don't have to do that. You can be very creative and you can create a wonderful experience for your givers, and that's what it's about. If you don't create a wonderful, experience for your givers, they won't be back. The other reason why crowdfunding works is because it's still new. Yeah, it's been around for a while, but most of your donors haven't really experienced it. And if you don't use the word crowdfunding, they'll have no idea that they're even experiencing it. They'll have zero idea that they are experiencing it. Zero idea. Zero idea that they are experiencing it. So, yes, it works. That's why it works. But it's not something that you can just look at, oh, this is what this other people did, so we're going to do the same thing. You really do need someone to come in and help you. Here's why. Most of you in the nonprofits, everybody working in the nonprofit is already dedicated, full, and working on something. You don't have an extra body who can focus on the crowdfunding, so you need to bring in an expert like me to help you. Okay? You don't have somebody who can take time to go and learn it, go get training. You just don't have that extra resource. Or you don't want to learn it yourself. Many of the busy entrepreneurs that are listening, you're not at that point where you're ready to go learn and do. You're not taking on any more. You just bring in the experts to handle what you need to handle. And that's who brings me in. If you're an expert who's busy and you bring in experts to handle what you handle, then I'm the person for you. So that's the kind of people I work with. And if that's what you need, then you just go to meetwithdrwright.com, set an appointment for us to talk, and we can talk about what's going on in your business, how I can help, and start to get those funds rolling in for you. All right, that's it for today, and I'll talk to you soon. Remember, ignoring one's conscience is neither safe nor right. Thank you for listening to the podcast, and please share it out with your friends. I appreciate it so much. And you can financially support the podcast with 99 cents a month or $4.99 a month or $9.99 a month. That's right. Surprise! It's crowdfunding. Hey, you can support the podcast any way you like here on anchor.fm. I appreciate that. And I've got a special gift. Those of you who are supporting at the $9.99 a month will get a review of your projects. Normally I charge $250 an hour, but for my sweet and generous supporters, I am here for you. So you do whatever you want to do to help me, and I am going to help you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again next time. Remember, ignoring one's conscience is neither safe nor right.